Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it is currently, as I record this, February 2nd, which is release day for, as you can see, the Pokemon TCG Sun and Moon expansion called Ultra Prism. New Prism Star cards in this set, new Pokémon-GX, new trainer cards, new everything. We're going to check things out. This is what I'm doing as my usual release day coverage, in which I have some booster packs. Well, first of all, let's mention I've got some code cards here, but I have some booster packs of Pokemon TCG Ultra Prism. I'll be opening up 10 of those, and similar to what we do at the pre-release tournaments at Heroes Beacon and other pre-release tournaments, of course, all around the world, we're going to be opening up those packs and assembling a deck primarily comprised of just these new cards, mostly focused on the new Pokemon, new trainer cards, whatever we happen to get, and I'll probably have to toss in some older trainer cards as well. But without any further ado, let us kick things off by randomly selecting one of these remaining codes. Now, I did give out a number of code cards from our booster box opening that I did at Heroes Beacon. We had, how many people enter? I think there was 9 people that submitted the hashtag in the comments. So I thought, since I had so many code cards available, I gave each of you 2 codes for Pokemon Ultra Prism. So congratulations to everybody who won. I don't have the list of names right here, but if you go back and check out that video, check out the comments, you'll see basically whoever had a hashtag code card in their comment, they got 2 booster packs on the online game. Alright, so I have, first of all, gone to my collection. I have redeemed a number of the codes for myself to make this video happen. 10 Ultra Prisms. I'll be opening them up in just a little bit, but first I want to go to the shop and take a look. Since this is day 1 of Ultra Prism coming out, what are the theme decks? We've got Sun and Moon Series Mock Strike. Can we see the cards? If we can view the deck right here. Looks like Garchomp is one of the highlights here. Lucario. Oh, this is going to be brutal, this theme deck. Garchomp and Lucario. So Lucario, once during your turn, if you have Garchomp in play, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. Now that could be once for every Lucario that you have in play. So if you have more than one, you can get all sorts of cards every turn just by having 2 Pokemon in play. Now Garchomp, it does 100 plus 100 more if you play Cynthia this turn. Is Cynthia in this deck? We'll see Spiritomb, we see Hippowdon, Solrock, Gumshoos is the one there, Hypnol. Now we've got our trainer cards. What else do we see? Yep, there's 2 Cynthia right there. This deck is gonna be brutal. Do they have Palpad in here? They do. Man! Okay, you got 2 Cynthias in this deck. You can play each one once per turn. You get to do 200 with Garchomp. You get to use, well, okay, let's say you play it, yeah. And then, if you play both Cynthias, you can put them back in with Palpad. Lucario in play lets you search your deck for any card, being Cynthia if you need to. Play her again, another 200. I'm getting all choked up over how cool this is. I want to get this theme deck. I'm not going to play it just yet, though, but let's take a look at the other theme deck, which is, oh, it's got Empoleon. It is the Imperial Command. So what kind of Pokemon are we looking at here? We have Abomasnow, which is kind of nice. When you play it from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you can attach a water energy from the discard pile to one of your Pokemon. That can power up your Empoleon with the total command of 20 damage times the amount of bench Pokemon on both sides. We've also got Floatzel, we've got Manaphy, Corsola, Alolan Sand Slash with the Slush Rush. That's nice. Draw 1 card every turn. That's a very cool theme deck as well. I definitely want to get this one. I usually don't get the theme decks online, but I want to do that with every set from now on because it's like some of them are so powerful these days. What else do we have to work with? We have Lily, we got Pokemon Fan Club, the Escape Board, which is kind of nice, allowing for retreat for sleeping and paralyzed Pokemon, but also reducing all retreat cost Pokemon or retreat cost of any Pokemon by 1 to whoever you attach that to. So that was just a quick little look over of what this set has to offer as far as the theme decks, but we're going to our collection. We got to do our pack openings right now and see what do we get out of our 10 booster packs of Ultra Prism. Without any further ado, let's tear these packs open. We're going to see any Pokémon-GX, we're going to see any Prism Star cards. I'm hoping for plenty of each. So these are all new, of course. We have your Murkrow, we got Yanma, Pachirisu, Alolan Vulpix, we got Eevee, Volkner, we have Yanmega, we've got Cranidos, the Reverse Foil or Prism Star card as Reverse Foil Alolan Exeggutor, which is okay. And the rare is going to be this one. We've already got the Leafeon-GX. Gee, what a coincidence. I mean, how often do you see a Leafeon-GX nowadays, right? I mean, you know, just like, it's not that common. It's, you know, it shows up every once in a while there, but yeah, I bought the one from Heroes Beacon. Anyways, I have it now in the online game, our first GX, which is nice. Before I go any further, what I'm going to do is, boom, right down below, you guys want to get yourself another Ultra Prism booster code, the booster pack code card thingy. Leave yourself, what am I trying to say? Help yourself to the code down below my face. Don't pay attention to the words I'm saying. Grab the code. Go here to Pokemon TCG Online. Open up your shopping cart. Go to redeem codes. Get yourself a booster pack with this code card. So off to the side that goes. I might give out another couple in this video. So stay tuned at possibly random intervals, which means you got to watch the entire video to make sure you're not missing out. And of course, that is a first come, first serve kind of thing. Whoever puts that code in first, get yourself another booster pack. Alright, pack number 2. We've already got some good luck with the Pokémon-GX. What else can we get out of these packs? We got Execute, the Salandit, Piplup. We have Drifloon, Yanma. Once again, we have Magneton. I like the Weather Guard ability of Cherrim. Grass Pokemon having no weakness. Oranguru. Reverse foil is Monferno. The rare card is going to be... What I like about this, these are all... Microphone's still working. These are all tradable too, because I have helped myself to some of the codes that Heroes Beacon donated to the channel. So I got both of the Evolutions. This is a very nice one. This I did pull out of the booster box as well in the video, but it was already sold by the time I got back to the comic store. It's a pretty important card. Freezing Gaze ability shuts down all non-freezing gaze abilities on the opposing side, not even your own side, but just the opposing side, except for Freezing Gaze. So that's just pretty cool. Frost Bullet does 90 and 30 to a benched, and Polar Spear 50 damage times each damage counter on the opponent's active Pokemon. So we're looking at a possible Evolution deck for this first release day coverage of Ultra Prism, which is nice. What do we get from pack number 3? We've got the Weasel, new card Lickitung, we've got Lily, Floatzel, reverse foil is Bronzor, and we have Shiinotic, which I really like. This is essentially the same as the Grass-type Shiinotic from, I believe it was the base set Sun and Moon, except it's now a Fairy-type. So Illuminate, same ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Fairy Pokemon, if you put it in your hand, as opposed to the Grass-type Pokemon search that the other one gave you. Flickering Spores for a Fairy in Grass does 30 and puts the opposing Pokemon to sleep. Exact same attack, exact same text, but the typing is different, and the typing of Illuminate is different as well. So I can see me trying to make a Grass and Fairy deck using these two different kinds of Shiinotic. Alright, so that is pack number 3. This is pack number 4 coming up. We've got 2 GXs already. Let's see if luck holds out and gives us a... I just want to see one Prism Star card. I want to see if I can make use of that in our first deck. Alolan Diglett. We have Eevee. We've got the Shinx. Pokemon Fan Club. Fire Memory. I'm glad I see that one because I'm going to update the Silvally GX deck. Reverse Foil or Prism Star card is... just Reverse Foil Drapion. The rare is going to be an Alolan Sandslash. I kind of want to make use of the other one, that Slush Rush ability in the theme deck, but that's still kind of nice too. I find Alolan Sandshrew is more of my favorite because it's such a cuddly little igloo kind of Pokemon, but Sandslash is nice as well. Those icy blades on its back are pretty cool. Carnivine, Shinx, we have Passimian. Now, let's talk about Passimian for a second. I know there's a finger pointing on that rare card, but Passimian. Power Huddle. As long as this Pokemon's on your bench, your Passimian's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, when I first read this, I was thinking, okay, so Passimian in the active spot, Passimian on the bench, you're looking at 70 damage. What I didn't realize is that would be cumulative. So if you have 3 Passimian on your bench, each of them adds 30 more. You're looking at 130 damage from Rock Pearl from an active Passimian. There's also the Passimian from, I believe it was the base set, or it might have been Guardians Rising, but that Passimian can do Team Play. Wow. Team Play. 10 damage plus 30 more for each of your bench Passimian. That would be 190, I believe. That is crazy. I want to try to make that deck. Alright, okay, we have the Magnemite with the solid unit. We got a Pal Pad, Reverse Foil Snover. Rare card is a Shaman with the Pokemon Fan Club attack and Glide. Alright, so was that the 5th? This is our 6th. Yeah, those are 5. Did I lose count already? Whatever. Alright. Open up our next pack. Cherrim, Glameow, Snover, Turtwig, Electabuzz. These are all new. We got Shieldon, Gumshoes, Lopunny. The reverse roll is Looker. Rare card is going to be a Tapu Lele. Not quite the Tapu Lele GX that everybody wants to get, but Psywave is kind of cool. 20 damage times the amount of energy attached to the opponent's active Pokemon. Magical Swap. Move any number of damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon to the other ones, however you like. You could possibly get a knockout or two by manipulating their damage counters. So pack number 7. Opening up here. Give me 1 Prism Star. I don't even want any more Pokemon-GX. We got 2 in the first 2 packs. I just want 1 Prism Star card. We have Hippopotas. Dewpider, we have the Perugly, Looker, Reversal Bronzong, and the rare is going to be a Rampardos with a nice Wild Crash attack, which simply just knocks out basics. Clean Hit does 120 if the opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution card. So pack number 8. I can't count. Pack number 8. What do we find? Another Persimmon. Veneer. We have Order Pad, a Drift Limb, Reversal Monferno again. The rare card gives us a Licky with a Dangerous Lick and a Rolling Tackle. Pack number 9. Don't know if we're going to get any Prism Star cards on our first one, but that's okay. I don't mind sometimes not getting the amazing cards for our first initial coverage of these new releases. It gives me more time to sort of put a cohesive idea together for the deck. Plus, I can only put 1 Prism Star card per deck anyway. We have the Rock Hiding Gibble. If this Pokemon has any fighting energy attached to it, it has no retreat cost. We have a Bronzor. Another new card of Gabite. Reversible is Sneasel. Rare card gives us a Magnezone with Magnetic Circuit. The Metal type Magnetic Circuit instead this time. Kinda cool. Alright, last pack. If you haven't thrown any likes down below or any comments or whatever, feel free to do it right now, because it might just make the difference between me getting a Prism Star card or nothing. Here we go. Rip it open. What do we see? Show me 2 face down cards. That might be a Prism Star. 2 face downs. We got Sneasel, Chimchar, Magmar, the Unidentified Fossil, Cherim, and the reverse foil is a Garchomp. So no Prism Star card, unfortunately. That's a nice Garchomp to get, though. And rare card is this. What do you do again? Intimidating Fang. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks do 30 less damage. That's to everybody. Even to their own team, actually, technically the way that's worded. Bolt, discard all Lightning Energy on this Pokemon. This does 150 to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Pretty cool. So let's take a quick look. We're going to go to our collection here of Pokemon. I'm going to do the filter of just the Prism Star, or the Ultra Prism cards. Let's see what we have to work with. I'm going to change my view to tile. So we have some options here. Of course, we're going to try to focus on using the GXs, at least for our initial coverage here. So I have to get a couple of Eevee in the deck. We've got Glaceon and Leafeon. So I'll try to make a water and grass deck, I believe. Let's see how well I can do with that. Trainer cards we have from Ultra Prism. A handful to work with. So I'll see what I can do. I'm going to take some time right now to set up my first deck, featuring as many of these new cards as possible, and I'll come back in just a moment to show you what I've assembled, and then take it into battle. Alright, so this is what I've come up with for our first Ultra Prism deck here on the channel. I'll show you what we are working with as far as the cards go. How do I make this big again? Alright, that comes in the way. Anyways, so yeah, I decided to go ahead and use both of our Pokémon-GX. We have Leafeon-GX with the Breath of the Leaves ability. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, once during your turn, you may heal 50 damage for one of your Pokemon that has any energy attached to it. We have Solar Beam for 110 and Grand Bloom-GX for just 1 grass energy. For each of your bench basic Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. Not bad. 1 GX move gets you possibly an entire bench full of 5 evolutions from right within the deck. We've also got the Glaceon. As long as this Pokemon is active with that Freezing Gaze ability, your opponent's Pokemon GX and Pokemon EX in play in their hand and in their discard pile have no abilities except for Freezing Gaze. So it'd be kind of cool, 2 Glaceon-GXs shutting each other down. Frost Bullet does 90 and 30 to a bench Pokemon. Polar Spear does 50 times the amount of damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. I've got 1 of each of them in there. I've got 3 of the basic Eevee. I decided let's go with, like I said, grass and water type deck. So colorless Pokemon are going to help us out. We've got Lickitung, 2 of them in the deck. Lap Up can draw 3 cards. Slam can do possibly 100 with some lucky coin flips. We've got the Dangerous Lick of Licky Licky. Lick of Licky Licky. That's crazy. So it does 50 plus. Flip coin till you get tails. It's 50 more damage for each heads, but if the first flip is tails, you do paralyze. So something's going to happen regardless. Rolling Tackle for a decent 110. Oranguru is here. The resource management is going to work with these Looker cards that we picked up. Put 3 cards from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck in any order. Next turn, Looker can take those for you. Profound Knowledge does 60 and confuses. We also put in Shaman for the Call for Family, basically to get some more basic Pokemon out. Glide can do 20, but we're not really going to focus on attacking with Shaman, I don't think. It's there mostly just to get your basics out. I've decided to go ahead and use Execute because we have the Alolan Exeggutor. It only needs Grass and Colorless, so this works out well for this deck. Not going to use Exeggutor's Paradise because we don't have any more Execute in the bench, or in the deck, but Draco Meteor Barrage does 80 times. Flip a coin for each Grass energy attached to this Pokemon, 80 damage for each heads. Not bad. Also for colorless energy, we have Spirit Tomb, 70 HP, with Lightless World for 1 energy. Put 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your hand. Terrify does 10. If the defending Pokemon is basic, it can't attack on your opponent's next turn. Also, there's no weakness. No resistance, but no weakness, so no one can super effectively do extra damage to this thing. I decided let's go ahead and put in some more Pokemon that we can evolve up using the Leafeon-GX. Water Gun does 30 from Weasel, Floatzel can do Agility for 30, could be immune to damage next turn. Aqua Blast does 80 and discard 1 water energy from this Pokemon. Those are going to be the 16 Pokemon we went with. Let's just go into the trainer cards right now. I think I've used all the new ones that actually fit. Volkner wouldn't make sense for this deck. The Unidentified Fossil doesn't work either, so some of those did not get put in for this deck, but later on maybe. So I went with some older cards such as Aqua Patch. Attach a water energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. We've got Energy Retrieval to bring back 2 basic energy cards. Escape Rope to maneuver Pokemon around on the field. We got the Reverse Wall Escape Rope. Let's close out of here. Take a look. We've got 2 Nest Balls in here to find a basic Pokemon from your deck and bench it immediately. Toss the Order Pad in, where you flip the coin, and if you get head, search your deck for an item card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Not quite as good as Skyla, but good in the sense that you're not using your supporter by using this. Of course, it's a coin flip. Anyways, we have Pal Pad as well to shuffle 2 supporter cards back into your deck. Threw a couple of Professor's Letters in there for getting your basic energies out. 2 Super Rods to shuffle basic energies back in, plus Pokemon cards if need be, 3 in any combination of those cards. A couple of Switch cards in here. We've got Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards from hand to search your deck for any Pokemon and take it. We've got Guzma. Every deck, even these day 1 sort of pre-release stuff, needs at least 1 Guzma. I tossed How in here as well, the nice full art. I got 2 of these actually. I'm not sure how I got the second one, but I got 2 full art Hows. We got How, who does let you shuffle your hand to your deck to draw 4 cards, but if you've used your GX attack at this point in the match, you get to draw 7, which is nice. Since we got Water Energy, we have Lana in here. Heal 50 damage from each of your Pokemon that has any water energy attached to it. Putting both of the new Lilies in there, putting both of the Lookers. We got a Pokemon Center Lady, Pokemon Fan Club to find 2 basics from the deck and put them in your hand. Threw 2 of my Skylas in there. We got a Wally to evolve Pokemon on the very turn we put them into play, which could be handy. And we have a couple of tools. We didn't get any tools from this set, but I just threw a couple of bodybuilding dumbbells in here. Every Stage 1 Pokemon that is holding this gets plus 40 hit points. And for the energy, I went for 6 basic grass and 6 basic water. Just kind of want to show this one off. This is a trade-locked card. I might have been willing to trade this if it was tradable, but I got it out of a trade-locked booster pack. But it's still pretty cool to have. So that is going to be our 60 cards for our first Ultra Prism custom deck here in the Ultra Prism expansion for Pokemon TCG Online. Let's now jump in and do some random battles, see how well we can do. I'm not expecting to do very well, but I mean, it's day 1. We're just here to have some fun and see what some of these cards can do. Now, as the match gets started, I will say, another code card down below. Grab yourself that code, folks, and come here to Pokemon TCG Online. Enter that code that you see down there. Your chance to get the 11 card booster pack, counting the energy, of Pokemon TCG Ultra Prism, if you're the first one to enter that code. Alright, so we're going to get to go first. We start with just an Eevee. But we do have Skyla. I could use Skyla to get a basic Pokemon. By which I mean get a Nest Ball and then a basic Pokemon. I got ahead of myself. So we're going to... So you know what Eevee would work best with this, though, is this Eevee. Because I can attach an energy and evolve it immediately. So instead, we're just going to go ahead and throw this onto Eevee. We're going to play Skyla. Can I do this a clever way? Let's try something here. I'm going to go with an Ultra Ball, actually. I want to try to mix things up a little bit. I'm going to play the Ultra Ball. And I will discard Water Energy and the Alolan Exeggutor. I can shuffle it back in if need be, of course. We're going to put an Eevee onto the bench. I do want to make this kind of a deck, these Evolutions, but using this Eevee here. So that's all we're going to do right now. Let's see what the opponent goes for. See, my idea is I can play the Leafeon-GX. I'm going to evolve up into, what type was that? Psychic. Are you going to side beam me already? Come on, don't do that. That's mean. You're going to confuse me. No! I didn't say you'd do that. We are confused. Doesn't matter. Because we've got Leafeon. Now hang on, what can we use Skyla for? I think probably I'll just go with a Professor's Letter. I'll use that to get... I get to go for a nice gold water, and I grab another grass here. We're gonna throw the water energy onto the benched Eevee, because I want to use my GX attack right away. Let's evolve up into Leafeon-GX. I'll use the Granbloom-GX. Actually, I can heal. I can heal myself. I didn't even think of that. That's nice. Let's do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and Granbloom-GX, and Glaceon is prized. Gotta love it. Alright, choice bait. Ah, don't. You're gonna do more damage. Ah, it's gonna hurt. How much will that do? Psychic does 90 plus 30 more. So yeah, that'll hurt. How fun. Look at this guy just flying. Oh yeah, you're gonna get Trubbish, are ya? I should probably just end off this. There's no reason to finish this match. There really isn't. You're gonna prize my Glaceon in the first match. Get real. Alright, 120. What else can we work with here? Looker, help me out, would ya? Doesn't really help me out that much. Okay, let's play the order path. Let's get that head side. Gonna get the tails. Gonna play the Professor's Letter. Let's grab a couple grass energy. I guess I got a couple water in hand already. I'm going to Breath of the Leaves. So, they're doing 120. If I attach another energy, they're gonna do 150, which is the knockout. Let's just throw this onto the Eevee. Slow down our fate. It's not how I wanted match 1 to go. Are you gonna be the Garbotoxin Trubbish? Or Garbodor, I should say. Look at you with your fancy full art evolutions there, your Leafeon-GX. And a Tapu Lele, sweet. Okay, this is a competitive deck this guy has right here, so the fact that I'm going to lose, I don't care. Because this, of course, just we're having fun today. Aren't you having fun? I'm having fun. Professor Sycamore. I reverse. Oh, what? You didn't get a full art Professor Sycamore? Scrub. Alright, we have Nest Ball. Getting another basic onto the bench, another Trubbish. Gonna throw a Floatstone onto it. Gonna max Elixir onto the bench. Oh, actually, we power up that Trubbish. So they're gonna go for another one on that Espeon. Guess I was wrong. You're actually powering Tapu Lele? I haven't seen that thing battle that often. Interesting. Well, we got a fan club at least. What can we get? That is not a basic, so I can't really make use of the Lightless World. What would be the best? I'm gonna grab... don't know. Let's grab Spirit Tomb, I guess. And we'll grab Oranguru. Put them onto the bench here. I could have gotten the one of the water types to make use of Aqua Patch, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to lose. I am confident in that fact. So it's weak to Psychic. I could do 20 with our Terrify, but then it will destroy me back. Let's just start powering up our Oranguru, I guess. Let the Leafeon-GX fall. See, things would not be going like this if that Glaceon wasn't prized. That is the, what we call it, the threat of the prize card. Is threat the right word? Just a drawback, basically. When you have the cards that you need stuck in that prize zone, you have no way to knock things out to get those cards. It's a lot of fun. Let's attach the energy to the Oranguru. We're going to play Lily to draw 3 more. Got a Lickitung. I've got Guzma for next turn, which is kind of decent. Who do we want to knock out? Or who can we actually do damage to? We can do 60 to cause confusion. Not enough to get a knockout on any of these Pokemon, though. And the Espeon can simply retreat for 1 energy. Actually, can retreat for 3 because of the Altar of the Moon. Every Pokemon with Psychic or is it Dark? Psychic or Darkest Energy attached has 2 less retreat cost. You're a brave man, aren't ya? Picking on a poor defenseless Eevee on the bench. This guy has what we call class. Could have knocked out my active Pokemon, but no, you're going to knock out the poor Eevee that was doing nothing to nobody. Alright, let's throw a Grass Energy onto Oranguru. I just want to hit somebody. You know what? Let us hit this thing. Might as well. It's going to have free retreat, of course, but I don't care. Let's just go ahead, Profound Knowledge, 60 damage. And you are confused. How do you get around that? You retreat. That's what you do. Bring up your Leafeon-GX and knock me out doing 180. Which we ain't gonna survive. $150? How did I do the math wrong on that? Oh, Psychic's only 60 base power. Never mind. So, at this point, I'm going to allow this guy to get his points for psychic damage and stuff. I'm just going to end the turn. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hit me. Don't play cards. Just hit me. You have nothing to fear from my Pokemon. That's right. Oh, that did nothing. It didn't do enough damage. Never mind. Let's do something then. Let's just go ahead and let's terrify this thing. Yes, 20. And now you can get the knockout on me. So, you can't do enough to knock me out in a single hit. Look at ton here. If I had enough energy attached, you could, but I'll just do that. Go ahead. Get some more points for, like, if this guy's doing the daily challenge of doing psychic type damage, I'll take the hits. Oh, it's a Garbo Toxin. Isn't that lovely? Is it the shiny version? No, it's just the standard from the, what was that, Breakpoint, I think? We've got a Choice Band on the Trubbish. Hit me for 90. Can I get one other energy? I want to see if I can lap up. No, of course not. Alright, go ahead. Just attack. That's all you need to do. There you go. Earlier when I said this guy had class, well, he had class at the end for sure. Going for that knockout instead of playing a bunch of superfluous cards. What did I evolve? Leafeon. Right. Alright, wasn't a good showing for our first battle, but we're not done yet. We're going to jump right in to another one. We're going to get a win. Or if not, we're going to have fun. So, who wants to challenge the unstoppable Day 1 Ultra Prism deck next? Someone with the advantage of Fairy, Fighting, Colors, and Water-type deck. Echo Dark 30. Do you think we're going to see another Leafeon-GX? That coin seems to indicate. Alright, so we don't get to choose who goes first. We're going to go second, which means we can attack on our first turn. And we've got a fair number of Pokemon to choose from. Oh, I like this. This is a good start with Lily in hand. See, I can play all of my basics down. I'm going to wait. I want to see what we get as far as other cards go from the top of the deck. I'm just going to leave it like this. I could play all 4 basics, play the Nest Ball, get another basic out. Depending on what card I draw off the top, I could empty my entire hand and draw or play Lily to get the full draw of 8 for my first turn. So we have the Glaceon-GX, which says Evolution Pokemon can't touch us. Oh, but if we could get 1 energy on our Spiritomb, this thing can't touch us, because we can hit them with Terrify, and the defending Pokemon being basic can't attack on their next turn. I can just keep trying to power up till I get something super effective, or not super effective, it's weak to metal, but get something with decent power to drop this thing. Spiritomb only has a 1 retreat cost. Now we see Ultra Ball being played. I'm expecting the Octillery coming out here because they have the Remoraid on the bench. No, Marshadow GX. That's another basic though, so if we could keep locking them down with our Terrify, they could at least buy us some time to get stuff done. Oh, come on! I had such a good opening hand! Okay then. So we got Buizel, we've got Eevee, we have no energy cards. Well, what I can do is flip the heads this time to get a Professor's Letter. Of course not! Okay. And a Nest Ball? Which Pokemon do we want to get evolved into play, if possible? I can Wally into the next Pokemon. I've got Leafeon in hand. I could evolve... I could get another Eevee on the bench here. Let's just do that, I guess. So I'm going to Wally up into... get Glaceon. We can actually see Glaceon in play now. Next turn I can play Leafeon from hand, but that's all we can do, sadly. That was such a perfect opening hand. Why is my phone lit up? I don't know. I would have had a whole hand of cards played out and 8 fresh cards. Really gonna do that? So I play a Pokemon from my hand to evolve Pokemon, we'll put 3 damage on it. That's lovely, isn't it? Ooh! Quit hitting yourself there, Marshadow-GX. That is your real name, which it clearly is, because it's printed on top of the card. Another Marshadow. That's the promo, I believe. No, this is the promo. There's all my energy cards. So we got Leafeon-GX. We're going to... Who has the heftier retreat cost of all of them? We got 1. We got 1. We got 2. But we're going to leave things like that for now. I would love to get a Lily on my next draw. There are 2 in the deck. The odds of me finding it, so 43 total cards. 2 cards, so you divide that by 2, multiply by pi, take the circumference of a circle. I'm going to draw it right now. Math has failed me. Alright, let's just, so second bite will now do 40. We'll survive, but Crystal Ray will take us out. So let's just go ahead. Let's slow things down. Let's get this Marshadow up here, I guess. And, let's bring up Glaceon. Let's shut down their abilities. So if they do get that... I dropped the code card. If they do get that Octillery in play, we're going to prevent them from being able to draw the cards. Got all the code cards back. Okay, good. I didn't lose any of them. So now Marshadow can do some damage. Beat down. Sorry, Peerless 100 Blows could do 50 times 1 energy, and they could use Miraculous Shine. So they can use any of the basic discarded Pokemon's attacks. They could de-evolve. Is it just my active? Each of your opponents evolve Pokemon. Oh, that'll hurt, because every time I play them from hand to evolve again, I gotta put 30 more damage. That's a neat little combo. Curse you, Potown. Alright. All we gotta do is get some energy. We can start doing something. We have Looker. Draw 3 from the bottom. With energy retrieval. We don't have any energy discarded, though. I might as well start trying to power up Glaceon-GX. We start doing the Frost Bullet for 90, which will get 2 more energy attached, one of which is water. 2 hits takes down the Marshadow. I can start hitting the bench as well. 2 hits to the Remoraid takes it out. Do we see... Well, I have the retreat cost already paid for here. And now we have the problem of the Crystal Ray. So, evolution Pokemon do not take damage next turn. What would have been amazing is if the game gave me another energy that turn, because then I could retreat, get Spiritomb up there. Well, not just yet. I would want to have Glaceon-EX or GX take another hit. And then get Spiritomb up there to start using the Terrify. I just need to get... Like, a switch card would help me out here, you know? Look at that fancy energy you got over there. What is that? Look at that crazy, shiny, reflective... foiled energy. Really not gonna give me another energy card. Alright, knock out Glaceon. Spell your own doom. If you have nothing but basic Pokemon, we're gonna terrify you into submission. Kinda cool seeing 2 different Glaceon facing off against each other, though. Yeah, but that Crystal Ray attack, if you don't know what it does 70 damage, but during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from evolution Pokemon. So any Stage 1, Stage 2, Break Evolution, Mega, they would all be immune. Oh, come on. That's kind of cool, though, because look what they just did. They de-evolved my Glaceon, and that causes the Eevee to get knocked out. It's pretty brutal. Not a fan. Okay. There's the switch. So let's go ahead and energy retrieval. Grab that energy back. We're going to switch into our terrifying Spiritomb. Toss the energy onto it. We could probably safely start evolving up, because if we keep locking them down... Well, no, let's not do that yet, because if they You need a colorless energy, so they can just simply keep retreating to the other Marshadow. So I'm not going to evolve just yet. Do I want to shuffle anything back in? Not really. I'm just going to Terrify. Oh, super effective. I completely forgot you're weak to Psychic. But you can attack. You could easily retreat into your Glaceon and use the Crystal Ray, which is probably the best thing that you can do. Knocking out my Spiritomb, which would be very detrimental. But you don't see that. You don't see that possibility. You're going to play a Tapu Lele. You're going to play another basic. I shut down your entire Pokemon with my Terrify. Only I had some way to protect this terrifying Spiritomb from damage from all of these things. So let's say, for example, I lock down this Marshadow-GX, but they could just retreat into another Pokemon, because only the defending Pokemon at the time, if it's basic, cannot attack. But you're giving my Spiritomb another chance, alright. Nice. Crystal Ray is the move to play, I would think. It is, so my evolution Pokemon can't touch it once again. But I have no evolution Pokemon, and your Po-Town encouraged me not to play those evolutions, so that kind of goes against your strategy. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of energy. Let's get that nice, shiny water energy. And we're going to start powering up the Lickitung, I think. Let's go ahead and Terrify. 10 damage, this thing can't attack. So if we can get Lickitung powered up in time before they Guzma it up once again, I could start doing the Dangerous Lick, which if we're really lucky, if we're licky lucky with some coin flip, we can take everything out in a single hit, flipping like 4 heads a turn. It ain't likely to happen. So it's a pretty cool idea having your rainbow energies in this deck to power up your Marshadow, because as Marshadow's ability says, this Pokemon can use the attacks of any basic Pokemon in your discard pile, but you still need the necessary energy. So being able to use any attack you want, if you have that right type of energy. And Rainbow Energy provides every type of energy, 1 unit per card. If only there was a way to get my EV down, power it up, evolve the Glaceon, that would shut down the, what is it even called again? Shadow Hunt ability. Not sure how to deal with Spiritomb, are ya? Another energy, which is nice. Go out to the Lickitung. I will once again Terrify. Locking down. Stop knocking my controls over. I'm talking to myself. Get over there. Out of the way. And since we have some time, since I want to sort of confuse people and mix things up and try to catch people who think, I'll just go to the end of the video and get that last code before everyone else can get it, down below, there's another code right here, mid-battle. So if you guys want to pause this video, take that code down below and enter it to Pokémon TCG Online, get yourself the 3rd and final code card being given out in today's video. Oh, we got a Carbon Break. What's that going to do to us? It's actually an evolved Pokemon, so Terrify won't stop it. Which is, in its own way, kind of terrifying. But what's really neat with this, Diamond Gift, if you pick up your monitor and tilt it sideways, or take your laptop and lean against it, or just like, I'll tell you what it says. Diamond Gift for 1 fighting energy does 20 damage, but attach 2 energy cards from your discard pile to one of your fighting Pokemon. That also counts for rainbow energy. It doesn't say basic energy. So what you're looking at is, you're going to hit me for 20, they're going to put some rainbow energy onto their Marshadows. Definite nice combo. Like I said, the rainbow energy will provide whatever color energy they need. So they can use pretty much any attack they want to use from whatever's in the discard pile. Alright. So we're just going to go ahead, get Licky Licky in play now. I'm going to take damage. I'm going to retreat. We'll get Licky Licky up here. And let's go ahead and try Dangerous Lick. I kind of want to get a Tails first of all. I got some good damage though. We got a prize card. How about that? Our uncompetitive deck has put together a prize card, taking it, and that's enough of a victory as it is. Look at all the GXs we're fighting against, right? Definitely, I'll be coming back with some much more well-thought-out strategies and combos in the coming days, coming weeks for Pokemon TCG Ultra Prism, because we ain't going to get any serious wins off of today's video. But I have taken out their evolution Pokemon, so our terrifying Spiritomb can still do some really good work here. If only I had a choice band in this deck, that would be kind of neat. Doing extra damage to this thing. Another Pokemon EX, or GX. You see the Full Art Regirock EX. That gives more damage to all of their fighting Pokemon. Do you think you have enough power on your side yet? You have no strong energies to throw in there? No Fighting Fury Belts? No Choice Bands? Are you serious? How did you do that? That's how you did that. I didn't even notice you had Pseudo Widow in the discard pile. Nice. You really licked me there. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these. Let us Nest Ball. How many prizes they got left? They got 3 left to take. We're going to Nest Ball down. I'm going to play, or get an Eevee to the bench. I will Terrify. So you can't hit me next turn. And next turn I can evolve into Glaceon-GX, and if I really want to, I can retreat the Spiritomb, bring up the Glaceon-GX, and prevent them from using that Shadow Hunt. Is it going to win us the game? Not even close. But it would allow them to use, they can still use their Beatdown, which would only do 50. I keep thinking, no, not Beatdown. Beatdown was, oh, what, 120? Peerless 100 Blows GX would only do 50. Playing that Ultra Ball to find themselves, I'm going to say Octillery probably. Another Pokemon-GX, really. You don't have enough of those things just yet. But that works well with this deck. Drop a GX's Berserk attack does, I believe it's 70 base damage. If any of your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on them, which obviously they will, thanks to the Rainbow Energy, then it does 80 more. That's 150, which is crazy. And Flash Ray. So print all damage done to this Pokemon by attack from basic Pokemon. Alright then. Let's go ahead and just bring up the Eevee. Is it gonna matter? Probably not even hardly at all. Water Energy. We're going to evolve to Glaceon. We're going to take some damage, of course. I will throw the Bodybuilding Dumbbells on just for some added defense. Do we want to shuffle anything back? I kind of do. I kind of want to shuffle back in that Spiritomb, so it's kind of helping us. Let's get one of each energy as well, just to put some more energy back in there. So we can't attack just yet. What can they do? Well, their Glaceon can come back up and go for the second bite. This can now hit us for, with the Peerless 100 Blows, they could do 100, 110, but the Beatdown does 130. And Sophocles has been played, discard 2 cards from hand to draw 4. You're just hurting yourselves real bad, ain't you there? Yeah, that hurts. Okay. Well, we're clearly not going to win this one either. I have a total of 240 hit points, but they're doing 130, so that is going to be the knockout. You know what? They're going to win with 2 more prizes. Let's just do that. Go ahead. Attack. Get your prize cards. Win the match. I guess that's fair enough. So, no wins, but we got to see some cards in play at least and try to pull some strategies together. Not quite as successful as I would have liked to be, but I don't care. This is day 1. We just wanted to see these new cards, right? So let us go ahead and check out my collection here and just show you who we have. So I guess what we'll do at this point is we're going to take a look at all the Pokemon-GX from this set, and I'm going to ask you folks, which one do you want to see me try to focus a deck around for next week? Let's see what all ones that we don't own. So because the Leafeon, we got the Glaceon, there is the Dawn Wings Necrozma, the Dusk Mane Necrozma, Dialga-GX, Palkia-GX, Silvally-GX, which I still have a deck that I can show off for next week. So if you guys don't have any suggestions, I might do that one for next week. And is that really all there is? That seems like a small amount of GXs, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then of course you got, no wait, actually technically 8, 9, 10. And that's it. So we have 10 GXs in this set, okay. Some of them being the Ultra Beasts, which are full art versions of the ones you can only get from the special Ultra Beast Premium Collections, I believe they were, which came out just back before Christmas time there in November or December last year. So which of the Pokémon-GX would you like to see focused a deck around for next week? But also, let's take a look at Pokemon with abilities, because that's what I tend to like in Pokemon TCG. We've got the Cherrim, we've got all these Rotom that have the Roto Motor ability. I really like this idea of Araquanid being weak to fire, but Water Bubble prevents all damage from fire Pokemon, so the weakness doesn't even really matter, unless, for example, like Freezing Gaze or something, they shut down my abilities. Magmortar. Oh, I just thought of something. This Magmortar, Incandescent Body, this Pokemon's active and is damaged, the attacking Pokemon is now burned. That would work well with the Infernape. Put 6 damage counters instead of 2 on your opponent's burned Pokemon. It's kind of nice. What else we got? The Heat Rotom, Abomasnow, Wash Rotom. So there's a number of abilities that I could try to make use of. I really want to see if I get some Prism Star cards. So when I say which Pokemon GX do you want to see, also let me know if there's any Prism Star cards you want to see if I can get my hands on to form a deck around. I haven't used any of the Prism Stars that, you put them in the Lost Zone afterwards. And I want to see what the Lost Zone looks like in the online game. I might try to make a Passimian deck, too. It'd be pretty decent. So a lot of options. Of course, abilities are not the only thing I'm going to make decks out of. It's just like my favorite thing. If you have any other cards just in general from Ultra Prism you want to see me put together for a deck, let me know which ones you'd like to see. Let's switch back to the tile here. There's a lot of Pokemon cards that we can make use of. But that's going to be a wrap for today's Pokemon TCG live online matches featuring the new cards from Ultra Prism. We're going to get some possible wins better next time, see if we can actually put together some decent ideas. And again, for any suggestions you want to see in these decks coming up, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see some more Pokemon TCG videos that I have done, check out the link in the description to the full playlist. You can also check out some more links during the outro to some other videos that I've done, such as Pokemon Ultra Sun. We've got Pokemon Go videos. I've done some unboxings recently, some pack openings for Pokemon TCG as well. And I guess that's it. If you want to subscribe to the channel for some more daily Pokemon content, you can always do that as well during the outro. Or at any point, I guess. And, oh, by the way, for the final code card I'm going to be giving out in this video, all you got to do is watch the video in its entirety, because I already gave out that third code card. So anyone that was skipping to the end to try to get this code card, you did it wrong. You got to watch the video and get that code. I already gave out all 3, but if any of you did pick up those codes, congratulations. Hopefully you get some awesome cards from the online packs, and if you did, let me know what they are down in the comments. Hopefully you got some GXs or Prism Star cards of your own. With all that, though, it is time to sign off and to start assembling some deck ideas for these Pokemon. So I want to say thanks for watching, folks. Of course, if you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down below and share this with a friend that might want to see some Pokemon TCG Ultra Prism action on the channel here. But now it's time to sign off. Professor Chaz is out of here. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.